these wheels have a special center cap that you actually have a lock ring on the front of the cap to do. A lot of places that you would go would probably turn this wheel around and smack the back of it to try to get your center cap out. Well, not only do you have a pretty rare wheel, but you've also got an expensive setup here, and if somebody doesn't know what they're doing, or you have some guy who's been doing it a year, he's going to turn this around like every other wheel he's done, and he's going to smack the back of it and try to knock your center cap out. Well, then now you've got a center cap you can't even really find anymore, so now you've got a big problem. Wheel actually balances really, really good. Only needs a half ounce on one side. For a wheel that's notoriously big and impossible to balance, it's probably I'd be really happy with a balance like this, but nonetheless, I'm still going to make it perfect for you. So there's another interesting thing you would see here is on this wheel, just like a lot of other wheels, you've got tape weights already in place and you just need to add a few more. So you can see right here that you've got old tape weights that have also been on this wheel. So a lot of places when you put tape weights on are going to stick a tape weight right on top of your old one. Well, obviously then you've got a better chance of your weights coming off. So what I like to do is get in here, first you saw me clean all the brake dust off, and then I'll get in here and actually remove the rest of this old plastic and old masking, the tape on the back of the weights. Remove it all so we get actually a good clean fit. That way you don't come back in here 4 times to get your wheel balanced. Alright, so it's all clean. Put our weights on. Wait for that to dry, we'll put our weights on and we'll be on the road. Couple chances to mess up your wheel here. You notice I had to put a second cone in on the balancer because the bars of the balancer are actually at a different angle than they ought to be to get the cone all the way in there. So if I was somebody who was inexperienced, I would just put this on here, throw the cone on and start twirling it, and then this piece would actually be hitting the wheel and damaging the wheel the first time. And that's before you even have a chance to get the wheel on here and balance it. You've already had a number of opportunities to mess up a wheel like this. Anytime you don't have a stud in your rotor, you got a studless rotor. These are cars like Mercedes, BMW, and you have a stud like this. It's always best to put the wheel on and start the studs by hand before you ever see or you ever use an air tool. are so deep, it really means by hand. So a Lamborghini is a really special car. I really don't want to put an air tool anywhere near this wheel for just obvious reasons. It's it's just too crude of a tool, in my opinion, to work on this you know, high end of a car. So for me, I like to use a speed wrench, and I like to use on every wheel that comes out of Rooster. If you come here and you get a tire done on your car, every single wheel is torqued by hand, so we don't have to worry about any over torquing, any under torquing. You know when you leave here for sure that your car's wheel is on tight. So now that I've got the wheel semi-tightened on the car, I'm going to let it down just a little bit so we can put some weight on the tire so we can finish up torquing. Alright, so now I'm done torquing the wheel. Quick wipe off and we're done.